Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Matt Bernier. Race number 7 at Gulfstream Park on Saturday kicks off a pick 4, and it is the Grade 3 Herecomesthebride Stakes. All of our stakes previews this weekend presented by DRF Bets. Sign up, access a $200 free bet. There's no deposit required. Just go to drf.com/join. Use the promo code FREEBET09. Let's take a look at this field of 3-year-old fillies getting set to go a mile and a 16th on the turf at Gulfstream on Saturday. Grand Motion's got the morning line favorite. That's the number 3, The Way I Am, and this filly's look good. She's won 3 or 4 starts in North America. Last time out, she didn't get a lot of pace, and she was pretty much last on the rail on the far turn, but once she saw daylight, she stormed home. That was a really nice turn of foot, and she's the horse to beat, and Here Comes the Bride.
I love the way she finished, and you know what? Like you say, she really hasn't done anything wrong since she's been brought over here to North America. Take a line through that Jimmy Durante at Del Mar. All she does is show up and run and show up and win. Maybe not by giant margins, but I love that late turn of foot that she showed. If you think that she's going to get a little bit more pace in here, which is debatable, I suppose, but I think there is going to be a fair amount in here, no reason to think she's not going to come with another good effort.
Understandable why the 4, Bratata, is the second choice on the morning line at 5-2. She has been favored in all 5 lifetime starts, and for a brief second, it looked like she was becoming a money burner, beaten favorite in her first 4 races. Last time out, she got the pace that she needed, she got the field that she needed, but I like the way she swung 5 wide around everybody turning into the stretch and finished it off. Maybe she's slowly figuring it out for the great Chad Brown.
Yeah, I have to be honest with you. I know she got the pace, and I know that everything just seemed to work out. But at the same time, she was 5 wide on the first turn, 5 wide on the second turn. And that late turn of foot that she showed, I thought it was really good. She's a half to Royal Sun, who's a nice synthetic horse. I think she's a prime contender in here.
Amertum, the number 5, made her debut on the opening race of Pegasus World Cup Day on January the 27th. And she didn't take much money for a Todd Pletcher, John Velasquez product at 8-1. This horse angled widest turning into the stretch and was as green as the Grinch, and she still finished very, very strongly to beat a couple of next out 78 Beyer speed figure winners. Here's a Todd Pletcher formulator fact with debut winners coming back in start number 2, 3-year-olds on the turf at that, 33% winners. I think the sky could be the limit. She just has to get a little bit more professional.
Yeah, that's the big concern in here when you get a race where a horse like The Way I Am is so professional. You know she's going to show up and run her race. And Amertum, I think she might be as talented, if not more. And like you say, the ceiling may be higher. But if she's goofy like that in a race like this, I don't think she's going to win. I'm banking on second time out. She's going to get a lot out of that first race. Maybe she moves forward. Late
foal by Tappet. You got to think that with that race under her belt, she's going to move forward. From a pace perspective, we'll see what the Timeform US pace projector has. And they got the 2 My Favorite Gift out there on the lead. This is another daughter of Tappet. And, well, she couldn't hold off The Way I Am last time out. I thought it was a promising enough turf debut, showing speed and just unable to quick and clear of those horses. I think a forward move is coming from My Favorite Gift, but it's hard for me to argue that she's going to win this race because with the perfect pace scenario last time out, she still couldn't hold off The Way I Am. I'll use her underneath.
I picked her 4th in here. I think she's going to go out there. The problem is what you had laid out, The Way I Am, beat her on the square with the perfect pace scenario. And this time around, whether it's the 6 or the 7, I think they're both going to go. They're both going to be forward. And I think they're going to make the 2's life miserable.
The Queen Rose, the 6, showed improved speed with blinkers last time out, but failed to stay. She's really going to have to improve. The 7, she's pretty lucky, is one of 2 in here trying turf for the first time. She's by looking at lucky 7% winners with first-time turf runners. This is the family of Travers winner Coronado's Quest. There's a lot of dirt, but you do have Warning Glance in this family, who won the Fort Marcy and a couple of other interesting turf races. Big ask, I think, though. First-time turf against some promising runners.
You're going to have to hope that turf deep in the pedigree comes out, because on paper she's supposed to be a dirt horse, and so far the dirt has just not really worked out. She hasn't been terrible. She's won a stakes race down at the fairgrounds, but I just think she's going to be up against it here.
Are you surprised that Princess Warrior is making her 3-year-old debut in this spot instead of the Devona Dale? She has credentials on dirt, second in the Grade 1 Alcibiades last year. She's by Midshipman. I like the Midshipmans on turf, 15% winners. You look at the family, though, I don't see a lot of turf. This is the family of Unbridled.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing. I'm fine with it on the top midshipman, like you say, 14.5% with the first-time turfers. I'm a little bit surprised, but I almost wonder, is it a matter of they want to get 2 turns into her as opposed to the 1 turn? Maybe that's all the difference. We talk about it all the time. McPeak at Saratoga with the 2-year-olds, a lot of times the dirt ones, they'll run on the turf to get the 2-turn experience.
Malibu Saint won the Wait a While 2 starts back. Didn't think much of that Wait a While field and the Ginger Brew. She just didn't fire. Michael Maker's great, though, and he's putting blinkers on.
Gonna have to hope that the blinkers wake her up. I agree with you. The Wait a While I thought was a little bit of a race. Gonna take a back seat with her.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the Grade 3. Here comes the Bride Stakes. You're going with Todd Pletcher's number 5, Amartum. That was a very striking late rally she possessed. She's your top pick.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I think there's only 3 horses that can win this race. The 3, the 4, and the 5. I'd probably use them all equal weight. In order, I went 5, 3, 4.
I'm going to go 4, 3, 5, and 2. Brittada's going to have to continue that improvement. I'm not sure I completely trust her. She has burned a lot of money in her career, but she'll be a decent price. I think she drifts off the 5 to 2. Maybe she's 4 to 1 around 7 to 2 post time. I think that's fair enough. But the way I am, the 3 I think is the horse to beat. Most of my weight's on the 3 and the 4. I also use Amartum as a backup. The 2, my favorite gift underneath in single race exotics. 4, 3, 5, 2 for me in the Grade 3. Here comes the Bride. If you're playing from home, please consider DRF bets. $200 free bet, no deposit required at drf.com/join. Please use the promo code FREEBET09. Race number 7 kicks off a pick 4. It's the Grade 3. Here comes the Bride as an approximate post of 2:30 Eastern. Good luck.